Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
BBC News World.
December 18th. 5:17 America, New York, Iraq. At least 7 police killed in bomb and gun attack. No group has said it carried out the attack, but Iraqi officials blamed as militants. Washington Post World. December 18th. 5:06 America, New York. Fuel tanker tunnel blast kills at least 19 in Afghanistan. A local official in Afghanistan says a fuel tanker explosion in a tunnel has killed at least 19 people and injured 32.
New York Times World News.
December 18th. 5 o'clock America, New York. Local news outlet in New York faces new hurdle. A declined visa. Phil O'Brien, a Briton who has run a Manhattan publication for several years, had his visa denied because immigration officials deemed his struggling business marginal. Phil O'Brien, publisher of W42ST, a Hell's Kitchen local news site, was denied a visa renewal to the United States.
New York Times World News.
December 18th. 5 o'clock America, New York. Counting Russia's war dead, with tips, clips and a giant spreadsheet. Amid doubts about Moscow's true war losses, Russian data journalists and volunteers use news articles, tombstone photographs and other open-source information to tally the Russian toll from the war in Ukraine. The funeral of Russian serviceman Nikita Avrov, 20, in Luga, Russia, in March.
BBC News World.
December 18th. 4:11 America, New York, Ukraine. Russia to deploy musicians to front to boost morale. The new Frontline Creative Brigade will consist of volunteer musicians and mobilized recruits.
Washington Post World.
December 18th. 3:54 America, New York. 3 escaped chimpanzees recaptured in Sweden, 4 shot dead. Officials at a Swedish zoo have managed to get 3 chimpanzees who had broken out of their enclosure back into a secure space, but 4 others were shot dead. New York Times World News.
December 18th. 3:11 America, New York. North Korea fires missiles capable of reaching Japan. The launches were the first missile tests by North Korea since it fired an ICBM a month ago. News coverage in Seoul of North Korea's missile launch on Sunday.
Mirror World News.
December 18th. 2:57 America, New York. Smugglers offer migrants £435 Christmas deal to cross-channel in overcrowded boats. People smugglers are piling desperate migrants in Calais into dangerously overloaded boats to make the perilous channel crossing to the UK, days after 4 die in tragic sinking horror at sea.
BBC News World.
December 18th. 2:51 America, New York. Salah Hamouri, Israel deports Palestinian lawyer to France. Israel says Salah Hamouri is a member of a terror group and has planned attacks on the state.
Washington Post World.
December 18th. 2:38 America, New York. Tired of this war, Congolese cope with M23 rebel violence. Communities in eastern Congo are struggling to survive in the wake of a massacre in which at least 130 were killed by M23 rebels in what the United Nations called unspeakable violence against civilians.
Mirror World News.
December 17th. 21:23 America, New York. North Korea launches ballistic missile toward Sea of Japan in latest test. We'll be bringing you the very latest updates, pictures and video on this breaking news story.
Fox World News. December 17th. 2046 America, New York. Iran arrests Oscar-winning movie actress after social media post criticizes regime. An Iranian actress who starred in an Oscar-winning movie has been arrested in Iran after speaking out against the regime's execution of a protester.